Hello everyone, it's time once again for another game in my 2016 Minnesota Twins Strat Advanced Replay. Tonight is Game 70 between the visiting Philadelphia Phillies and the home team Minnesota Twins. Starting pitchers for tonight are Nola for the Phillies and Tyler Duffey for the Twins. And we'll get started with today's action. I'll just announce the lineup as it happens. So leading off and playing center field for the Phillies is Odubel Herrera against the righty Tyler Duffey. So a lefty-righty matchup. 2-11 against a righty. And Odubel Herrera wants to get this game started off with a bang, 1-17, and it'll get done. And that's an 8, and Odubel Herrera has led off the game with a home run. So the Phillies get a quick start, and they are out on top 1-0, just like that. And here is the second baseman, Andres Blanco. 3-10. That's a ground ball to Dozier. Throws over to Mauer, and that's one away. So that's usually not what happens after a home run. All right, now batting the third baseman, Maikel Franco. 4-6, and Franco draws a walk. And he will not be held on. He is an E-stealer and only runs at a 10. And here's the designated hitter, Ryan Howard, who wasn't long for the 2016 season, I don't think. 4-5 against the lefty. That's a strikeout. And here is Tommy Joseph, the first baseman. 3-10. That's a fly ball to left field. Robbie Grossman takes care of it, and that ends the first inning. However, the Phillies, with the leadoff home run by Odubel Herrera, get out to a 1-0 lead, and we go to the bottom half of the first. All right, so here is Aaron Nola, the righty. He will face the leadoff batter, Eduardo Nunez, who's playing shortstop today. 4-8, and that's a base hit. Let's see here. The catcher is Cameron Rupp. He has a -1 arm, so they will... 15, 1-12. They'll hold him on, but he will not be going. Here's Robbie Grossman. He's playing left field today. 4-7 against the lefty. That is only a 1-3 chance for a single. That's a 17, and that's a ground ball to the second baseman, Blanco, over to Freddie Galvis. But the return throw is not in time, and Grossman beats it out. All right, now we're the first baseman, Joe Mauer. 6-6 against the lefty, and a 1 scores a run, but the rest will put runners on the corners, and then it'll put runners on the corners. So, Nola not exactly fooling many people. All right, here's Brian Dozier. 2-7. And unfortunately, that is he fooled Dozier. Tops one over to Galvis, over to Blanco, onto Joseph. That'll be 2, 6-4-3. And through one inning, it is the Phillies 1 and the Twins 0. All right, Duffey will start the top half of the second inning. He will be facing Cameron Rupp, the catcher. 2-3, and that's a fly ball to left. That's caught by Grossman. And here is Cody Ashe, the left fielder. 2-10, and Ashe is well lotioned here. 1-15 will be a double. And that's a 10, and he goes into second base with a double. And here is Freddie Galvis. 2-6. And Freddie Galvis gets a hold of one. This will at least score a run. 50-50 home run chance. If not, it's a double. And that ball is gone. Freddie Galvis with a 2-run homer. And the Phillies have brought their swinging shoes to Minnesota today. And it is now a 3-0 game. And here is Peter Borges. 4-10. Ooh, that was almost another home run chance. Third baseman today is Trevor Plouffe. He's a 3 and a 14. And that is not in range. So he is an E17, which means that he will have to roll a 7 to 10 or a 12. Let me get that other die deck because that may be needed. And that's a 7, and that'll get the job done. So Plouffe ranges over, grabs it, throws it over to Maurer for the second out of the inning. And we go back to the top of the order, and here's Odubel Herrera, who homered his last time up. 4-11, and that ball is over to... that's the first baseman. That's Maurer. Yes, he's a 2. 7, that will not get the job done. But Maurer is an E3. Yes. So a 4 to 10 or a 12 will get the job done. And that's a 9, and that'll do it. So Maurer ranges over, throws to Duffey covering, and that'll end the second inning, top half of the second inning. But Freddie Galvis with a 2-run homer puts the Phillies up 3-0. And we go to the bottom half of the second inning where Nola will be facing the third baseman Trevor Plouffe. 3-5, and that's a ground ball right back to Nola. Grabs it, underhands it to first, and that's the first out of the inning. And here is Max Kepler. 5-4. That's a tough play for the center fielder Herrera. He's a 2. A 12. I don't think that's in range. No, just barely no. Herrera is an E10, so he needs an 8 to 11. And that's an 8, and Herrera makes a nice running catch. He gets boos from the fans. And here's Byung-Ho Park. 3-7, and that's a strikeout, doing what he does very well. All right, so after 2 complete, it is the Phillies 3 and the Twins nothing. And Duffey will face Andres Blanco, Maikel Franco, and Ryan Howard. 1-5, and that's a fly ball to the left field. Grossman will take care of that. That's his third putout today. There's Franco, 6-11. Back to the box. Duffey is a 5. Nope, it's only top 3 and bottom 3, so he is an E11. He will need a 6 to 11 to make the play, and that's a good play. So Duffey pops off the mound, grabs it, and throws to first to get Maikel Franco. Here's Ryan Howard. 3-7, and that's a strikeout. So the Phillies go down 1-2-3 for the first time today. And after 2.5, it's the Phillies 3 and the Twins nothing. And Nola will face the bottom 2 of the order. Leading off this half inning will be Kurt Suzuki, the catcher. 6-10, and against a righty, that's a strikeout. All right, bottom of the order here in the center fielder, Byron Buxton. 5-9, and that's a strikeout. So Nola struck out the last 3. And we go back to the top of the order. Here's Eduardo Nunez, who singled his first time up. 3-11. Ooh. Ground ball to short. Galvis over to Joseph. And the Twins go in order. So after 3 complete, it is the Phillies 3 and the Twins nothing. And due up this inning is Joseph, Rupp, and Ashe. Here's Joseph. 5-8. Oh, playing with fire there. Almost had that normal home run chance. Dozier is a 2. That is out of range. He will need a 5-11. And that's a good play. All right, here's Cameron Rupp. 1-7. That's right back to the mound. Duffey snags it. White toss over to first, and there's 2 away. And here is Cody Ashe, who doubled his last time up. 3-4. That's a ground ball that Dozier ranges over, grabs it, throws it to first, and the Phillies go in order here in the top of the 4th. And we go to the bottom of the 4th with the score, the Phillies 3 and the Twins nothing. All right, so the Twins will have Grossman, Mauer, and Dozier and do up this half inning. 2-4, and Grossman with a chance, 30% for a home run. No, that will go off the wall. Didn't quite have enough power to get it off, but he motors into second base with a leadoff double. And here is Joe Mauer. 3-8, single to left field. They were not holding Grossman on, so he gets a +1. That makes him 1-13. Ashe is a +1. That's 1-14. They're going to wave him around. Actually, they will... Will they throw home? Yes, they will. They will throw home. And he is out. So, maybe not the best move down 2 runs or 3 runs, but hey, rather give him for trying. So that will be left field. So 7-2 on the putout there. And Mauer is on first with 1 out. Boy, it deflates a bench in real hurry. So here's 1-12. And of course, 1-12 home run chance. And that's a 5. How about that? So what could have been a tie game is now only a 2-run homer for Dozier. And the Twins cut the deficit to 3-2. My, oh my. All right, here's Trevor Plouffe. Let's see if maybe we can get a back-to-back here. 1-11, and maybe we will. 1-14. And that's an 11, and how about that? The announcer calls his shot, and back-to-back home runs tie the game at 3. Wow, I don't think I've ever done that, but okay. It helps when you roll 11s, and those are usually the home run chances. So the crowd is going crazy now, and Max Kepler is now up. 5-9, but they will be seated real quickly as he strikes out for the 2nd out of the inning. And here's Byung-Ho Park. 1-4. If this was super advanced, it might not be so bad, but in advance. It's just a fly out, so the Twins go down here in the fourth, but 2 home runs, one by Dozier, a 2-run shot, and then Trevor Plouffe follows it up with a solo home run, and the game is now tied at 3 going to the top of the 5th. And this is Duffey's point of weakness. He'll face Galvis, Burgess, and Herrera. 5-6. And thankfully he's not batting from the right side, but from the left side it's a 1-16 double chance. And that's a leadoff double for Galvis, who has homered and doubled today. Let's see, the Twins will get bullpen action. Let's see here, righties. Trying to see the order here. Lefty. Okay, they will not get Neil Ramirez up, but they will get Ryan Presley will be loosening in the pen. They will let him at least pitch to Borges, and then they'll maybe get him Presley to face the lefties that are coming up. 4-12 against a righty. That's a fly ball to left. So that's the first out of the inning. We go back to the top of the order. Here is Odubel Herrera. Five, 7. That's a 50-50 single chance. And Herrera is on the correct side of that 50-50. However, that will not score a run. That will just push the runner to third. And they have first and third with 1 out. I think they'll play back to try to get the double play ball. Yeah, if it was second and third, I definitely played in, but I think first and third, they'll play back for the double play ball. So here's Blanco. 1-8. That's a strikeout, so they will play normal now with 2 outs. And Mike Franco, the batter. 1-2, and he hit him. So the bases are now loaded as Herrera moves to second. And we'll let him pitch to Howard. Maybe not such a bad idea. Maybe we could have walked him, but we'll see. 4-9, and thankfully, once again, he's a lefty. Boy, Duffey's hard on lefties. That's a ground ball to second baseman Dozier. He throws it over, and that ends the 5th, and that'll probably be it for Duffey today, going midway through the 3rd time through the order. And going to the bottom half of the 5th, it is still tied at 3. All right, here's Suzuki. 2-11, and that's a base hit to left field. So Kurt Suzuki leading off the bottom of the 5th. And here is Byron Buxton. Struck out his last time up. 4-5, and he'll strike out again. I go back to the top of the order. Here is Eduardo Nunez, singled and ground out today in his 2 appearances. 5-8, and that's a strikeout for Nola. So Nola's gotten his strikeouts in bunches today. So we'll see if maybe he finishes off the inning with a strikeout here. Here's Robbie Grossman. 4-7, he will not. Actually, there's only a 15% single chance. And he gets it. That's a 1. So runners on first and second. So Grossman is singled and doubled today. And here is Joe Mauer. 2-4, and that's a walk, and the bases are loaded with 2 outs. And if Dozier puts one over the wall, it'll be celebration time for sure because, ooh, I don't know if this will be it for Nola, but 3-7. And, well, they'll cheer anyways because back-to-back walks means the Twins take the lead on a bases-loaded walk. And they will get, I admit I'm not the most familiar with the Phillies bullpen. Okay. Let's see here. They will have Elvis Araujo and Hector Neris loosening in the pen, so double barrel action. Sorry for the little dead air there, but I had to go look through their bullpen, see if they could have loosening up, because a base hit here, and that might end Nola's day. 6-7, that's a 50-50 single chance, and that's a 20, so that will not do it. That's a ground ball. Franco over to Joseph. However, Nola's wildness puts the Twins on top 4-3. And the Twins will be making a pitching change. They will bring in Ryan Presley as the king of the girly man baseball, as Clinton Parks likes to say, but here we go. Okay, so he will face Joseph, Rupp, and Ashe. 3-7 against a righty, and that's a 45% double chance. Nope. That's a fly ball. That's caught in the gap, so a nice running catch by Buxton. That's one away. Here's Cameron Rupp. 2-12. And that's a ground ball to the third baseman, picked up by Plouffe. Throws over to Maurer, and that's 2 away. And here is Cody Ashe. 1-5, and that's a strikeout. So Presley does his JOB. Pitches a scoreless 6. And we go to the bottom half of the 6th, and it is the Twins 4 and the Phillies 3. They will let Nola, I think they'll let maybe 4 batters will be his max. And if he doesn't get through that, then they'll bring in either Araujo or Neris. Oops. 4-11. That is a fly ball to right, caught by Borges. And here's Byung-Ho Park. 3-10. That's a ground ball to the second baseman. That's Blanco over to Joseph. That's 2 away. And here's Kurt Suzuki. 2-10. And he rips one down the left field line. And Suzuki will stop at second with a double. So duck on the pond for Buxton. Can he take advantage? 6-7. He will at least may extend the inning. He will extend the inning, putting a runner on first and third. And I think that'll be all for Nola. Let's see here. I think they will go with the righty Neris. Yeah, they'll go with the righty Neris. Unless they've got somebody that's just lights out. No, they will go with the righty Neris. Just want to stay away from that 4 column. All right, so Hector Neris will come into the game and face Eduardo Nunez with 2 outs in the bottom of the 6th. 5-4. Tough play for Maikel Franco. He's a 3 and a 14. That is not in range. Frank, a 3. The 14 is not in range. He is an E14. So we will need a 6-8 or a 10-12. And that's a 7, and that'll get the job done. So Maikel Franco ranges over, knocks it down, picks it up, throws it to first in time to get Nunez. And we go to the top half of the 7th inning with the score, the Twins 4 and the Phillies 3. Put them over here. Presley will, I guess I should have had somebody loosening, but we'll have Presley. Yeah, let me see. I'll probably let him pitch to the first batter. And then we got what? Righty, and then lefty. All right. Taylor Rogers will be loosening in the pen. We'll let him face. Actually, he'll only pitch to Galvis, and then we're going to bring Rogers in to pitch to the righty. 3-11. That's a ground ball to the third baseman, and that'll be it for Presley. They will bring in Taylor Rogers, the lefty, face the righty Burgess. So inning in the third, scoreless for Presley. 1-8, and that's a ground ball to the shortstop. Nunez picks that up, throws it over to Mauer. That's 2 away. And Odubel Herrera, 3-5, and that's strike 3. And the Twins set down the Phillies in order. And we go to the bottom half of the 7th. And it's stretch time. Take me out to the ball game. Take me out the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jacks. I don't care if I never get back for it's root for the Twins. If they don't, it's a shame. It's 1, 2, 3 strikes. We're at the old ball game. Hey. We will leave Neris. All right, we'll let him pitch. Yeah, we might let him go the inning in the 3rd. So 1-6 is a walk to Grossman, so they will not hold him on. Sorry, we got to get cards adjusted here. And here is Joe Mauer, the lefty, who just retired at the end of the 2018 season. 5-5 against the lefty, and that's a base hit to center field. Grossman runs not well, but he is going to hold it second. And we will go with... Let's see here. Righty. All right, we will go with Severino Gonzalez, at least for the next. I think we'll let him pitch at least to the righties that are coming up. We may take a chance. So Severino Gonzalez will be coming into the game. And he will face Dozier here with runners on first and second. They are not holding either runner on. 6-7, and Dozier rips one down the right field line. In to score will be Grossman. On his way to third is Mauer. Borges has a -1. They were not holding on. Mauer They will put the stop sign up and let runners be on second and third. Brian Dozier with his third RBI of the day. And the Twins now lead at 5-3 in a big insurance run for the Twins. And here's Trevor Plouffe, and the Phillies will bring the infield in. 110, and it will not matter. That is a single, and that will bring home both Mauer and Dozier. And Trevor Plouffe with his second and third RBIs of the day. Let's see here. And Severino Gonzalez is not creating much help here. And they're going to go to the bullpen. And they will bring in... no. Elvis Araujo. So let's see if Elvis has a better chance here. So the lefty-lefty matchup here. 1-9. That was a 4. Yeah, that was a 4. So that's a strikeout for Kepler. And here's Byung-Ho Park. 1-9. That is a 15% triple chance. Nope. That is a fly ball to left. Second out of the inning. And here is Kurt Suzuki. 4-7. Against the righty, that's a single to left field. And Plouffe will stay at second. And here's Byron Buxton. 3-11 against the lefty. That's a ground ball to the shortstop to end the inning. But they get a nice hand from the fans. A 3-run seventh. And that'll put the Twins up 7-2. Or 7-3, sorry. So, let's see. Rogers pitched 2/3 of an inning. Let's see here. We will have Buddy Boshears loosening in the... Actually, we'll have Fernando Abad loosening in the pen. So I think we'll let him face... yeah, we'll let him face Blanco. Maybe they'll let him face Franco, but maybe not. You know, we'll let him just face... well, actually, yeah. All right, well, we'll go with here. 3-10, and that's a ground ball to the second baseman. And it's the first out in the top of the 8th. And here is Michael Franco, and they will go to the bullpen. They will go with Fernando Abad, another lefty. Okay, so Abad will face Michael Franco. 2-9, and that's a strikeout. So Bob comes in and gets Franco swinging, and the Phillies will make a move here. They will have Tyler Goodell will come in and pinch hit for Ryan Howard against the lefty. So we will mark that in our score sheets here. Okay. 4-4. That is to Plouffe. He is a 3. And a 14. Nope. So an E17 means he has to get a 7-10. And he does not. And Goodell reaches on an error by Plouffe. Let's hope this doesn't open up the floodgates here. Alright, so here's a bot against Joseph. 2-7 against the lefty, and that's a walk. So we will be thinking about getting some relief in here. Let's see here. I think we will go with Buddy Boshears. Actually, yeah. Another lefty. Five, 8. Oh, against a righty. And that is a double. In to score is Goodell. 6. Joseph will be held at third. And it is now a 7-4 ball game. And we will keep Boshears in for the lefty-lefty matchup. 1-7, and that's a strikeout. So the Phillies get a run back. But we go to the bottom of the 8th, and it is now the Twins 7 and the Phillies 4. Let's see here. Araujo did pitch a full inning. Let's see here. We're kind of running low here. Well, Well, David Hernandez loosening in the pen. We'll see. I think the first time that we get trouble in the 8th that will let him pitch. So Araujo will come out for the bottom of the 8th. 1-9, and that's a ground ball to third. Here's Grossman. 5-9. That's a ground ball to the shortstop. Galvis is a 1. And a 15, and that's a good play. And we will have... No, we'll let... 2-3, and that's a walk. And we will have, and now we'll bring in David Hernandez. Araujo actually pitches pretty good, so. Okay, so we will have Hernandez, the righty, against Dozier. 6-5. That is the Galvis as well. 14. That'll get the job done. So the Twins go down in the 8th. And we go to the top of the 9th. It is a save situation. So we will have Kevin Jepson actually come out for the 9th. It's not really, if he gets to the 1 run, then we'll bring in Kinsler, but we will actually have Jepson coming out for the 9th. And he will face Galvis, Borges, and Herrera. So, not an easy task here. So, Galvis will be betting lefty against the righty. And 1-4, that's right back to the box. And Jepson grabs it. The row is over to first for the first out in the top of the 9th. 3-10. And strike 3. So Borges goes down swinging. Oops, wrong side. Actually, oh, Buxton. Hold on, I screwed this up. Blanco. Okay, so Galvis, Borges. Okay. So we go to the top of the order. Here's Herrera. Taking an extra long time to get to the plate. 6-3. Strike 3 called. And that is your ball game. The Twins win this 7-4. And we'll be back in just a second to pull up the totals here. All right, so the Twins today win by a total of 7-4. It was Tyler Duffey against Aaron Nola. And the Phillies got out to a lead early. Odubel Herrera led the game off with a solo home run, and that put the Phillies up 1-0. They would add 2 more when Freddie Galvis, after a Cody Ashe double, slams a home run, and that made it 3-0. You thought the Twins would be out cruising, but the Twins played their own version of long ball off of Aaron Nola. Robbie Grossman with a leadoff double. He tried to score on a Joe Mauer single, but was thrown out the plate. However, Brian Dozier says, "I got this," and goes deep over to the left field wall. And then Trevor Plouffe does the anything you can do, I can do better. And he smacks a back-to-back home run to go back-to-back. And that tied the game at 3. And then the Twins would go up, not for good. Kurt Suzuki would lead off the bottom of the 5th with a single. He went to second on a Robbie Grossman single. And then back-to-back walks brings Suzuki home to put the Twins up 4-3. The coup de grace would come in the bottom of the 7th. Walk to Grossman, a single by Mauer put runners on first and second. A double by Dozier scores Grossman. That made it 5-3. And then Trevor Plouffe with runners on second and third smacks a single up the middle, scoring 2. That made it 7-3. The Phillies did add a run, unearned, with 2 outs in the top of the 8th. Error by Plouffe. Walk puts him to second, and then Rupp with a double scores the 4th run. Jepson came in and pitches a scoreless 9th. He gets the save. Tyler Duffey goes 5 innings for the win. And then 4 other relievers bridge the game to Jepson. Aaron Nola gets the loss. And the Twins now go to 20... I mean, that's not right. Oops, 26 and 43. So they now go to 27 and 43 on the season. And that's all from Target Field. All right, everybody, this is TribeFan879 here saying thank you for watching. And if you like what you see, please hit the like button. And if you really like what you see and want to follow me on my journey through this 2016 Twin season, hit that subscribe button and hit that bell icon. And you'll be notified for any games coming up. And whatever tabletop games you're playing, either with cards and dice or on the computer, may your dice or clicks be lively and your rolls or clicks be good. Have a good day, everybody.